Okay, good morning, everybody. Welcome back. I've been gone 2 weeks, as you know. I'm recording this Monday morning, and which is not usual day, but I've got so much I want to get recorded. This is all the stuff from Christmas, New Year's break. Hope you had a great New Year's. Hope you had a great Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. But let me get right into it. First, we have Melissa Joan Hart. I did not look up any addresses on any of these. Now, I'm going to get this signed by Nick McKay, who does the voice of the cat. Going to make that a dual sign picture. There's one. That one, she wrote All My Love. Melissa Joan Hart. And that's one. So, thank you, Melissa. This one, Auto Pen. This is governor of Pennsylvania. The reason I know it's Auto Pen, you put these right over each other. They are exactly the same. What I always look at Auto Pen is where the line a line crosses another line. You'll see there's no smudge marks from the previous line. There's just one solid. Looks like if you stamp something. And in the other places, he doesn't have any in his signature. But if, like, say this T crossed over his last name, that I always look if I get multiples of where they happen, because chances are they cannot do the exact same spot each time they sign. So that's usually a giveaway. So, next we have Steve Bravier, who's a stuntman on Mandalorian, and he wrote first of all a little bit there. He says, "Dear Brian, thank you for your kind letter. Mandalorian was one of the craziest and most memorable days of my career. I hope you heal well. My best wishes to you, your friend, Steve." And then he signed it. Those who don't know, heal well means, because I put in my type letters, I had a stroke. There's a signature. I usually say apologize for a type letter, but I've had a stroke and it affects my writing. And it's true. It's probably not as bad as I make it sound, but it's true, where as many requests I send out, there's no way I could handwrite all those letters. Now, does the handwriting increase the response rate or decrease the response rate? Well, we just had a survey of it. I saw an article today on Facebook. I haven't read the article, but I saw a poll on Facebook. Every few months, weeks, whatever, someone asked, is it better if I handwrite or type letters? Today, someone answered, they just did an article on it. They found 68% handwrite their letters, which means there's 40 or 32% that don't, and I'm one of 32%. In about 10 years, I think I've been typing for 10 years. In the 10 years of doing it, I've only had one person respond and actually say, I don't answer form letters. And that was the voice of Bambi. So, or Thumper, I think. Voice Thumper. So, anyway. This is Kim Irvin of Disney. She was head of engineering. And you say they're not signed. Well, that's because I got this note with it. It says, "Dear Brian, I am so sorry you have the wrong Kim. I've been mistaken for the Kim who is connected with Disneyland before. I hope you find your address and hear back from her soon. Sincerely, Kim." A lot of times I'll take chances with addresses. Some people you get lucky, some people you don't. It's always fun to search for address. For those of you who don't know how to do it, we give you some basic steps. First, I take Star Tiger, where I get all my dresses from, and I look if there's any return senders or anything going on with that person that might give me an idea of where they're from. Next, I look up on the person on Wikipedia, read what their hometown is, where they were born. Uh, Depends on what they're doing. If you have someone that's NASCAR, obviously they're probably going to stay around North Carolina, no matter where they're born. They're probably going to stay around there. Or you might read something in their personal section, like he he is married and lives with his two kids in Chicago, Illinois. Well, gee, there you go. You find someone in Chicago, you hit it. Well, next step would be to go to the whitepages.com or one of those sites. Look up the name. Most likely you're in multiple names, so that's where your location comes in handy. Another big factor is the age, because I was looking, for instance, I looked up different drag racers recently this weekend, and it's a uh, small drag racers that are like local, kind of like you have local car racers, NASCAR people. They have local drag racers that might only race in their town or maybe a state over. So they put out a set of trading cards in 1990, and trading cards were cool. They're very colorful. I don't have any examples, as most of them are sent out. But the I want to get them signed. They're beautiful for getting signed because they're not glossy. They're matte finish. They're you know perfect. So I was looking these people up on whitepage.com. For instance, one was born in North Royalton, Ohio. That sticks in my head because it's an odd town, I guess. And sure enough, I was looked up. The person's name was kind of unique. There was only 5 of them, and one was in North Royalton, Ohio. Well, I think that one's dead on. So that one, I'll be surprised if it doesn't come back. Because another good thing about if you research people, if they're not that famous, you're most likely going to get it back. Hopefully signed. Another example of this was Alan Ginter cards. You might remember a few years back there was a kid who was he oh man, I can't remember what he did. See, he umpired. Oh, I think he was just wanted to see a game in every stadium before he was like 8 years old or something. So I looked on Facebook for him for the last name. It was a unique last name. Found a woman, went through her profile that what was public, and found her husband. On the card it said what the husband did because the husband took the son to these baseball games, and chances are it was like 90% chance it was the right person. So I Facebook messaged her. I explained that I'm an autograph collector. I collect these Alan Ginter cards. I'd like to get them signed. And would she be okay in me sending the card? If so, please give me an address to send it to. Well, she did right away. Within a day, I had an answer with the address. So I sent it off, and oh yeah, that's right. I had the town. It was in Vegas. So I sent it off to her, and a couple days later, it got sent back, and with a nice little note that he was very excited that I asked for his autograph and everything, and his autograph was just like basically printed, but I made his day. I since have had someone ask me on Star Tiger if I could share the address, and I will not. I did ask her if I could share the address when she said yes, but I didn't get an answer to that, so therefore I'm going to assume that's a no. So I will not share it unless I give permission from the person. If you by chance see me on Star Tiger, my profile is BR Whitaker, all one word. you'll see a lot of my stuff is marked private, uh, not public. And that's because they might be addresses I'm trying. And to be honest, I don't want to share them until I know they work. I would hate to put out a dress because some of them are on some famous people. I'd hate to put out a dress, have 20 different people write that address, and be wrong. You might have a person that lives at that address get all ticked off that, oh my God, we got these letters. Um, might have some people that don't know what's going on. Um, or it may be correct, and the celebrity might be upset. I had that happen long ago when I first got into autograph collecting. Um, I think I've told that story, but I'll tell it again real quick. John Malkovich, he was from True West, and I saw a play that they did. Him and Gary Sinise and Laurie Metcalf were all in the play. And I volunteered usher, which means you ushered for so long, and then you got to see the play for free. And I was in grade school at the time, so me and my buddy thought this was cool. So we went and ushered. We saw True West was the name play. We saw it almost 40 times, and so I found an old program of it that I had for years and just never got rid of. So I sent in John Malkovich to get his autograph on. Well, one night on my way home from work, I stopped to call home, see if my wife needed anything. It's days before cell phones were readily available. Yes, I'm old. My wife said, "You're not going to believe who just called here." I'm like, "Oh, John Malkovich." I'm like, "Oh." And he had just released In the Line of Fire with Clint Eastwood. So she's like, I knew his voice immediately. Well, he's going to call back at 7 o'clock. It was like 6 something. So, okay, I said, I'll be home. So I get home, and he calls right at 7, and we have a nice conversation. But the main reason he called was, A, he knew he could trust me because I had ushered so many times. He figured I was safe to talk to. But B, he wanted to know where I got his address. Well, at the time, it was a book that was published. It wasn't many address services. So there might have been, because Star Tiger's 25 years old this year, I see. So Star Tiger might have been around just starting, but I didn't subscribe to it because I didn't know the internet, basically. So anyway, I told him the book, told him the publisher, he was going to have his lawyer contact them. Long story short, he asked me to share an address with anybody, which, of course, days before social media wasn't a problem. But, some celebrities get, the line that got me the most of our conversation, well, besides who did they ever catch the people that did the Brown's Chickens murder? We had a murder in Chicago area, bunch of employees of Brown's Chicken, and it was just something odd that he asked. But he happened to be in town when it happened. He said, I play a psycho in this movie, which, you saw. Most of you have seen In the Line of Fire. He is a kind of psychotic in the movie. He says, I don't need those people contacting me. He goes, I already get letters from the studio, through the studio and stuff, of weirdos that contact me. So I don't need my home address out there. So it made perfect sense. So, yeah, that's it. So I would say, if you have addresses you're not sure can be shared, don't share them. I would rather not have an address than someone getting pissed off, or the celebrity getting pissed off at a person. There was one recently that I was dying to get, but the person put right on it, sorry. This was one of the Facebook groups. He pictured the autograph. He says, but the celebrity asked me to share the address. So therefore, I didn't. didn't contact him. I guarantee you, the guy had a million messages in his inbox with people saying, "Where'd you get it? Where'd you get it?" Anyway, back to the program. Sammy Davis. Sammy Davis, Congressional Medal of Honor recipient. Also a great artist. I used to have a t-shirt made by him. And you might be questioning, I've told in other videos, I think, I have a cousin who got the Congressional Medal of Honor. And so I learned a lot from him. A lot of those guys I met in person when I was younger. And I didn't know that basically they were celebrities. So what I've chosen to do, I have a couple books that my mom got that were autographed. Several people autographed them. So I've started collecting them. And I don't use his name. I don't use, when I write to these guys, I don't say, "Hey, my cousin got one." That's not right. But I write to them. My cousin, I've looked up his address. He is on Star Tiger and stuff, but he's got a low response rate, so I don't think he likes to. I know he doesn't like to commercialize it. He looks at the medal as a great honor, and he doesn't look at it to get famous off of or whatever. He likes to say he was at the right place at the right time. That's all he'll say. And he also used to tell me when I was younger, and I used to go to the big banquet. They have banquets all over the country, and they went to Chicago, and he used to always invite my mom. He's actually my mom's cousin. And me to the banquets, and we go and we meet these guys, and Chicago celebrities would be there and stuff. But the one thing he would always say, if you ask most of these guys, they would rather not have the medal. And the main reason, he said, was they were just doing their job, and there's a lot of other guys who are just doing their job also that deserve it just as much as they do. So think about that, especially if you write to them. Some last year NASCAR, some Joey Guess. Another Joey Guess. Alright, I also got some hero cards back, I think. They're last year Thor Sport pickup Craftsman trucks. I think they were cleaning out the lockers, so they just sent it all to me. So I'm not going to show those. Tommy Chico. Let's see, who was Tommy Chico? Oh, he did a voice of Donald Duck. He came back. So Tommy Chico, no good. I should have forewarned you, man, this is going to be a long video. A, from me rambling, because I haven't been on a video in a while, and B, just because it's a lot of stuff. It got slow, and I thought, well, gee, there's not going to be that much stuff, but man, it's poured in for a while. Alright, here we got Sherry O'Terry. There's one. See, she personalized them all except this one. There she is, SNL. Sherry O'Terry. Next, we have one coming in from Denver. This is the Olympic cards. I was saying off the Olympic cards, a lot of them. I'll tell you all what to here. Let's see. He just wrote, "Thanks, Brian. All the best." This was the Olympic cards. A lot of cards. I've gone to smaller envelopes or returns on trading cards, so I've stopped asking my questions on trading cards because that would Obviously, I could ask him. I've seen a lot of people ask him on index cards, but that would be writing a lot. Let's see. You'll see a little across his legs there, but he signed right there. But Wesley Bennett, Bix. Stay tuned to the end of the video. I'll tell you more about what I'm planning. Santa Clara, California. This is... Oh man, I meant to look this one up. Well, this is a mystery person. I gotta look it up. I'm assuming it's an artist or sculptor from the baby, the child, I guess it's called, in Mandalorian. I had a bunch of these Mandalorian pictures made. Actually, too many. So I sent to basically everywhere. Everyone had to do with it. So as you saw earlier, I got a stuntman. Oh wait, here's another one. Another person. Now it's cool when this one's not signed. Okay, Mr. Stanner did not sign it. So, blank card. Don't know why he didn't sign. There's no reason given. So, all right. So, oh yes, this one. The B-52s I sent this out second time to Fred. This came back in record time. I mean record time. Probably a week to under 2 weeks. But unfortunately, that's all we're going to get to sign. It's signed because there and there, I do not see any returns on those two. So I see a lot of sent out, don't get it back. So if it's a normal picture, I would send it out, no problem. But a group shot like that I've ever got signed by two, I'm not going to take the chance. So, alright, next we have the state of New Jersey. This is a governor. God forgive me, I am finding stuff out as I talk to this, as I go through this video, as I do not, I put these aside and I forget. So this is from the Governor Phil Murphy, who barely won re-election. He's Democrat. Just thank you for your correspondence requesting my signature. My very best, Phil Murphy, State of New Jersey. And his is a questionable auto pen. Yeah, I think it's an auto pen too. But then again, so you can see me analyzing it. Yeah, I think this is an auto pen. Let's take a big look. Considering it was sent by his assistant, it looks like an auto pen. I sent my own pictures, which auto penned, and he sent the official 8x10, but also looks auto penned. And we got a letter from his assistant. Let's see here. And it's funny because she answers the questions for him. It is my understanding the governor's biggest inspirations for his career are his parents. Growing up in a middle class household himself, the governor has dedicated his working career to the middle class, aspiring middle class. To my knowledge, the governor holds President John F. Kennedy in high great esteem. Just like Governor Murphy, President Kennedy is from Massachusetts. So, alright, so that one's, I got to be what to do with that. I'll probably get rid of it because, yeah, it's auto pen, and I think, apologize, I said once before, my daughter is going to inherit my collection, so rather than her pick through them or call someone to take them when I die, I will just get rid of all the auto pen and pre-printed ones. Oh yeah, let me take this opportunity to express condolences to Betty White's family, John Mann's family, Harry Reid's family, lots of them that died over the holidays. But of course, the shocker, of course, is Betty White, which I say shocker, but it's not really a shocker. 99, she lived a long, good life. So, got a hero card from Justin Allgaier. Actually, it's from the racing. Michael Nett. Was it Gregson? Noah Gregson. Justin Allgaier. Hello, Water. And Justin Allgaier, Suave Men. So there you go. Got all those from them. Alright. I told you it'd be a long one. This one came just like the other day. Gary Hart. Now the funny thing is Gary Hart this was one of 3 I sent. The other one, I can't remember what third was, but the one I know is missing is him and I can't remember her name, but the person who caused the scandal he was photographed with. It was not his wife. So I had that one. I was debating about sending it, because some people, they have, there's a reason they're a celebrity, I guess, or there is reason, what is it? There's a scandal associated with them, and some of them look at the scandals and sign it, no big deal, like, you saw recently Roger Stone signed his pardon and everything, sent the pardon, signed it, copy them. But then there's others that like to make you go away, like Gary Hart. So not only did he not sign that picture, he did not send it back. So anyway, I got one from him, so I appreciate that. Sid Brain did not sign. Sent me a little thing. I'm not going to get off my rant on thing, but he asked for $1 to sign his card, so I will send it back with $1 because I will pay $1 to get it signed. And he puts in the note, he assures people that the money does not go to him, it goes to charity. So that's good. All right, here is Michael Marks. He is a what you call it? Swordsman. What do they call it? Okay, I know it's not swordsman. Fencing. There it is. It's not in there, but I thought of it. Fencing. He signed front and back and front. So, thank you, Mr. Marks. The person wrote "Do not bend" on it. This is one of my older ones. The reason I know it is because There's a return address on there. Oh, wait. Here, in case you want. There's Mr. Mark's address. Because I don't put return addresses on the return envelope anymore, I save my labels just so I can keep expenses down. Alright. This is Christy DeRosa. She's an actress. There's one. I guess there's two. Normally I send three. I must not be able to find three of her. But anyway, she did answer questions. Favorite production to work on? Working with Lily Collins in the movie Inheritance. Felt like a big win. The experience with Lily on set and working with the director made my heart sing and reminds me of my gifts and talents. Best actor actress to work with? It's hard to pick one, but Susan Lucci was definition of grace and Anthony Anderson was non-stop fun. Special highlights, memories. She put highlights, feeling like I was part of a family when working on Blackish and meeting all the children and the parents on set. Sitting next to Mila Kunis for lunch on set of Bad Moms. She was open and kind to everyone. So there you go. And that's, I kind of like my questions because every once in a while a celebrity will give you something like that relates to our celebrity, Mila Kunis. I would never, I mean, not that she portrays herself as mean, but I kind of thought of her as being a stuck-up person off set. Maybe I was wrong. See, I was wrong because that tells you I'm wrong. Alright. Christy Rondell. There's one of her. And there's two. And she says that one was not out that long. That one and a lot of my pictures came back very quickly. Here is Westchester. This is Chris Joggs of Badminton. There, he signed it in ballpoint. Badminton champion. A lot of these, I wouldn't imagine getting them, but I've upped my RF game, so. Oh yeah, this one. Can't remember if I've shown this one already or not. Vicki Lawrence. There's one. There's two. And this is the only one I could get that was. I want to get them together in action, but I could not find anything that would print well. So that's so. I mean, as it's clear picture, but it's also as part of the pictures. But I'm going to send it to Carol Burnett for signatures. As we know, Carol Burnett's the signer. Alright, there's answers. What was your favorite role, Mama? Well, I'm proud of myself. It's first yawn. There's a know of. Favorite role, Mama. Best actor, actress, Meryl Streep. And special memories, oh dear, too many. Signed Vicki Lawrence. So there you go. This is Vicki Lawrence. What else do I got here? This one, her picture. No, that's what I thought. This one I sent. This is really weird. Yeah, this is weird. Okay. State of California. State of North Carolina. So this big envelope. They're dying. They sent me. Let's see here. We flip off here. Not one, but two cardboard backers. Sent a nice little letter. Thank you for contacting Office Governor Roy Cooper. We appreciate taking the time to express interest in North Carolina and our state government. In response to your request, we have enclosed a souvenir postcard. This memento has an impression of the Great Seal of the state of North Carolina, Governor Cooper's signature, and our state motto, Esse Quam Videre, which means to be rather than to seem. Please let us know if our office can ever be of assistance in the future. We will continue to work with individuals and communities to ensure people have a voice in North Carolina government. And it's funny. Looks like she had a pen that did not work. And then she re-signed it with a pen that did work. So there we go. The Great Seal postcard with signature, which is printed on the card. So garbage. Alright. Thank you for watching this video. I told you I would have an announcement at the end, and I told you kind of halfway through, but whatever. This year I am going to concentrate on TTMs. Reason being, fan packs are really dying down. Granted, I haven't sent them a request, but I'm getting zilcho in returns. Used to be I get one or two. The corporations, I might get a coupon or something, but lately I've been getting nothing. So I'm still going to send fan pack requests. I've sent out some teams. I haven't gotten anything back. I'm going to try to send to leagues and teams I have not done. I sent to a lacrosse league recently. Not getting yet, but so I'm going to try to concentrate on sports leagues I have not done. But as far as corporate go, I don't know too many that I'm going to be doing. I still send them out, on Instagram. That's quick, easy. I will probably do like one day a week where I'll dedicate to fan packs that I'll send out to companies and everything, colleges, but I really haven't got anything back. TTMs, I decided I bit the bullet. Those have been wondering. I bit the bullet and bought some foreign postage. I've not got Canada and UK yet. I've yet to do that. But I did get some individual postage, and I'll tell you the name of the site. If you order from them, I would say put my name so that you do know it came from me. It's called airmailpostage.com. And what it is, it's a site for ham radio operators, believe it or not. I guess they have postcards they get signed by a ham radio operator in another country. They get stamped or whatever. But anyway, this guy, he creates postage for basically any country. And I assume there's markup, of course. But it has a dollar amount for each country, or how much the postage is. So I got some to try it out that I needed, that I knew I had returns. I get some trading cards once that I knew foreign country, I could be some back. I got Monaco. I had an old card of Cuba embassy, so I got Cuba. I sent it to a couple of U.S. people, did not get luck. So I did Monaco, Cuba, Norway. Got Alan Ginter, which is a Norwegian politician. France, Germany, Russia. I got a couple of Russian ones just for the heck of it. But anyway, I think that's all I got. But it's like the most expensive one I think was Norway. Was one of the more expensive ones, $5. Whereas Monaco, I think, was $1 or something. But he says he'll give you enough postage for to mail a letter, and that's all I need for the stuff I'm sending out. So I'm gonna try those. I'll send those out this week. I got them back from him. He was very trustworthy. He placed the order and he sent it without me paying because the site unfortunately is not secure. So he has like you mail him a check, and so you order off the site, submit the form, and say the check is mailed, or there's you can start an account, which I have done it also. I put $20 in an account because I figure $20 to lose it, so be it. So I tried it, and I sent in the form on a Saturday, I think, of New Year's weekend, or no, of Christmas weekend, and he sent it like right away. He sent that Monday, so I already got the stamps, and I assume now he's getting a check, but so anyway, so yeah, I'll try some foreign ones. I sent shuttle. I got my pictures from Amazon last week, and I've got a ton of shuttle crews. So I sent those all out. I probably sent out 10, 15 shuttle crews. People, I should say. Because what I did was, like, Jane Doe, if she was on 4 shuttle missions, I sent all 4 pictures. And those are 8x10s. You've seen the ones that I got from Beaufort. But I sent those out. And I'll keep adding as I go on. Like, depending on who I get send out next time, I may need to buy smarter shuttles, And I will do, of course, my racing ones as always. And anyway, so I'm going to be heavy in DTM. And fan packs and patches, I will do it. Patches, I'll probably do 1 or 2 times a week, if not more. And fan packs, like I said, I'll do them once a week, and we'll see what happens. So hopefully, shoot, I'll be right back. I have one more thing for you. I left my phone out of. I did tell you I promised you something, and I'm going to do it. I told you my stats, and I did consciously take a picture of my stats. And let's see. Oops. Bear with me here. Okay, there we go. Alright, well, that's somewhat. This is 2020 compared to 21. You can see a picture. My computer screen. Basically, it's actually my request probably went down in 21. December, I really went gung ho. 296 requests in December, 9 in November, 38 in October, 150 in August. January is another big month, 163. So far we've got 160. I'm sorry, 63 in January this year. This is previous years. 2017, I started using Actually, 16, I started using Star Tiger, which was a really low number. 17, I did 285. 18, 284. 19, 446. 2020 is the year I had my stroke. And I don't know how many I had. It was a big number. I cut it off. 2021, I had 800 roughly. Oh yeah, here's 2020. 1,600 in 2020. So anyway, that's my stats. Hopefully this year I'm going to blow it away. I want to try to do 5,000 basically requests. That's quite a few, but let's go 3,000. 3,000 is still a huge number, but anyway, I've started doing a lot of requests. Like I said, 63 already in January, and quite a few in December. But anyway, I rambled quite long enough. It's 45 minutes at this point. I hope you all watched the whole thing. I apologize for being so long. Friday I have a one, and I'm going to try to tape some bonus ones this week for patches. So anyway, enjoy. See ya. Our normally scheduled Friday broadcast.